Welcome back to Hoops Lounge. We're the show that hits you in the face like Isaiah Thomas. My name is Marc Griffin, aka Montreal Mark. I'm joined by my partners in crime, Phil Boileau, Sporting Phil, Justin Rowan, Cavs Canada. NBA playoff time, which is also the coaching musical chairs time. A couple of movements going on already. I mean, these guys, the jobs, they don't come often in this league. There's only 30 of them, and Pop's got one down for 19 years. Let's start with Scotty Brooks. Heading over to Washington. Justin, what do you think of that one?
I think it's a great hire. There's obviously the Durant storyline that everyone likes to focus on, but I think Scott Brooks really got kind of the crap end of the stick in Oklahoma City. I think that management didn't put a good supporting cast around them. If you look at the last three playoffs that he was involved with, there was either Westbrook or Durant out, or Ibaka was hurt at times. The fact that they didn't win a title in that stretch, it's injuries and poor supporting cast. Washington's a young team. They're going to need to develop a lot of their young players because they've kind of maximized what the old team used to be. So you look at what Scott Brooks did in Oklahoma City, and people don't want to credit him for it, but Westbrook wasn't good when he came into the league. Ibaka wasn't good. He developed Reggie Jackson. So from a player development standpoint, I don't think there's a lot of better coaches available, at least when you look at ones that have previously been a head coach.
Phil, is he worth the 5-year deal he just got?
I think if you think you're going to get Kevin Durant, he might be. No, he's a good coach. I mean, everything Justin said makes sense. He got kind of the short end. I mean, that team was never allowed to play as it could. And I mean, you're finally seeing it right now, and they're beating up outside of that one game on Dallas. I mean, I think it's a much different situation. Like, they are a young team. That backcourt's really nice. I also like Otto Porter, but I feel their front court's a bit old in the tooth, and as much as I like Gortat, I think they will need to bring someone in that way. Because I'm not sold that Wall and Beal can be the lone guns, kind of like Lowry and DeMar are for Toronto. Like, I think Wall
That'd be
essentially.
a good spot for Horford.
Yeah,
That'd be a
no,
really good spot for Horford.
yeah, absolutely. I think any big would want to go to that situation. I mean, if you have a coach who you know can develop youth, and at the same time you have a point guard who's a pass-first point guard, because in today's NBA we're talking about all these stellar point guards, your Damian Lillards, Westbrooks, Currys, but how many of these guys are actually pass-first? Like, Wall's kind of a rare breed that way. Him and Chris Paul, and he's been averaging close to 10 assists for a long time, and yeah, I think it's a great situation. I just think they're probably one big free agent, big man away from being a decent contender in the East.